So a lot of people have been frustrated with Kadena KDA. They're like, when is it pumping? Why is it so slow? Why is Kadena not moving? And in this video, we're going to be having a look at exactly that on KDA, having a look at a Bitcoin price analysis, Kadena price analysis, to see where these two can potentially go in the near future. If you guys like these videos, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, turn those notification bells on so you guys never miss a video. So let's have a look at KDA Kadena. Currently ranked 151, traded at $1 or below $1.99 if you really want to be this legit. Now we can see right here the community keeps on growing, people keep on adding KDA to the watch list. Now a lot of people are going to say, oh, miners are dumping, this is happening, people are selling. Miners are not dumping, in my opinion. No one is going to buy a machine that's worth $10,000 and dump at $1. In my opinion, that makes absolutely no sense. I did the calculation, and unless even if the miners bought the machine back then, I mean, the terahash essentially increased, so it's actually harder to mine Kadena than it was like a year ago. So you're not making the same amount. You need a stronger miner, more equipment, more mining machines, and you need to keep investing. So people who are saying, oh, mining are dumping, the miners are dumping, that's not necessarily true. There's not a lot of volume right now happening on KDA. And can this be the calm before the storm? We got market cap of $225 million. Yes, Bitcoin has been pumping, I understand that. Some altcoins are exploding, I completely understand that, but I am not sleeping on KDA. This is not, people think this is just an altcoin that's going to crash down, it's going to go down, and it's essentially not going to come back. It's, you know, it had its run, it's never going to go 10x. People are just seeing the bad. You guys are not seeing the good and what KDA can do. Stop looking at the negative. So if we have a look at ATA real quick, we're going to talk about this potential falling wedge that KDA is currently in and the potential resistance that Kadena could potentially break in 3 days and 14 hours. But before that, I do want to have a short look at Bitcoin, because we know Bitcoin is king and Bitcoin's the leader. Now, I've been talking about an altcoin season for quite some time now, but in order for us to have an altcoin season, we need to see Bitcoin close above 31,500, 31,820 to be exact. We need a close. So we know we had some conflict right here. We had a resistance bounce right here, support bounce right here. We had some conflict right here, and now and we also last week for 4 straight weeks we had a consolidation, very boring. And guess what happened this week? We finally broke, and we are attempting to break above this very strong resistance. Now remember guys, we have to close above that resistance in order to see altcoins pumping, because I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin does something like that, come back, consolidates, and when we consolidate, that's when we see essentially altcoins booming. But right now this is not the case. And if we have a look on KDA, we can see that not only are we in a downtrend right here for a long time, I would say, I mean, since January 30th, 2023, we've been in this very boring downtrend. We peaked all the way to $1.45. Now we know that usually a falling wedge comes back up and retests levels where it started. Okay, so can we see Kadena pump 35%? This would be a start. Now this resistance right here is a very strong resistance, because if I actually take this and I put it right here, we can see that KDA had some conflict right here. We had some conflict right here and some conflict right here. Okay, so for almost a year guys, 10 months, KDA has been trending below this area right here, and we know that this is a very strong resistance. And look at that, we peaked also right here and right here. So we got a lot of bears selling Kadena at this level, and in my opinion, the second KDA breaks out, it's just gonna fly to the moon. We're just gonna explode. So this is definitely the calm before the storm. We know that a resistance does get weaker, so we retested it 1, we retested 2 times. Okay, and in my opinion, if we have a breakout with very strong volume, we could see Kadena really explode. I would not sleep on KDA. Listen to me, if you guys don't know about KDA, I would highly look back in my videos, see what KDA is, Kadena does. Look at Ryan Matta's video. I know he's not doing videos anymore, but look on YouTube, do your own research on what KDA is and how big it could potentially be. So that's number 1. Number 2, that's obviously on the weekly time frame. If we have a look at number 2 on the daily time frame, we can see that KDA has been kind of consolidating right here between these two areas. I mean, if I take the price right here, I mean, we've been trending between 1.6 and approximately 87 cents. Now, of course, we are in a slight uptrend right here on KDA. We know the trend is your friend until it bends. A lot of people are calling this a triangle. Not yet. This could potentially be a triangle for KDA. Let's have a look at what our price prediction could be. If I take this and I break it to the upside, boom, assuming we break out here, or it doesn't matter, we break out of this ascending triangle, our target would essentially be $1.13. Now $1.13 would essentially bring KDA right here. Now we do have some conflict at this region. We got a resistance right here and a resistance right here, so we're gonna have to see where this goes overall. I would not sleep on this. Once again, me myself, I keep on accumulating KDA, I keep on buying, and that's about it. The longer it's at $1 or even under $1, the better it is for me. So I know a lot of people have been frustrated on Twitter. They're like, oh, KDA is dead. Yo, when is KDA gonna pump? Guys, it takes time. Bitcoin works in a 4-year cycle. If you guys don't know about that, I could make a video about the 4-year cycle that Bitcoin is currently in. We're not gonna have time in this video, but right now KDA, in my opinion, is a sleeping giant, and it's only a matter of when and not if. So if you guys like this short video on KDA, please don't panic. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow.